Hello everyone, welcome back to this edition of discussion on the Indian Express dated 14th of March 2023, and we bring to you some of the highlights from the newspaper today. There are a few important articles. So let's begin with today's discussion. On page number 3, 10 and 15 from GS2 Indian Polity, there is an article that says India treasure trove sitting in the US Museum is linked to smuggler in Tamil Nadu jail, and also what the law says on antiquities board. So this article is about the smuggle of antiquities from India to US and what does the law has to say about it. Some of the antiquities include ivory sculpture of moon god Chandra that is traced to 2nd or 1st century BCE, and also stone sculpture of Kamadev, that is the god of love, that is from the 8th century. Also we have the god Rivanta. It is a sculpture of bronze from 10th century. And we also have an antiquity from the late 11th century that is from copper alloy relating to the Chola period, that is about a child saint Sambandar. So from this article, first of all, you have to know what is antiquity and also what is the international conventions on antiquities, the Indian laws on this subject, and also how we can prove the ownership of antiquities and what are the recent issues relating to it. Now we move on to our next article from page number 9, GS2, again from Indian Polity. Now the article is headlined as Seminal Importance, Supreme Court refers same-sex marriage pleas to 5-judge bench. So recently the Supreme Court referred to a 5-judge constitution bench the petitions seeking legal recognition to same-sex marriages, saying that the matter raises questions of seminal importance. From this article you have to know about the Supreme Court's recent note on same-sex marriage, and also what are the key highlights of the Special Marriage Act of 1954. Alright, moving further on page number 12 from GS3 Indian Economy, the article says price to pay. So this article talks about the causes of inflation in India, and also you have to know what is the Reserve Bank of India's inflation targeting framework. Now moving on the ideas page from page number 13, GS3 Security section, the article is headlined as The Great Nicobar Choke. Now this article is about the government of India quietly beginning to build a holistic naval base on the Great Nicobar Island, and which stands at the entrance of the Malacca Strait, and it is 90 miles from the tip of Indonesia. So the author says that this move will force Beijing to reassess India's strategy. So from this article you have to know India's holistic move to build a naval base on the Great Nicobar Islands, also its significance for overlooking Malacca Strait and South China Sea. Moving on from miscellaneous section on page number 14, we have an article and the Oscar goes to... So recently, Natu Natu song from Indian movie Triple R has won the Oscar. You have to know about the winners of Oscar award this year. So from here, you have to know who all won the Oscars in various categories this year. Moving on page number 15 now from GS to governance sector, the article says unrest in Manipur hills. So recently, the Manipur government pulled out of a suspension of operations agreement with 2 tribal insurgent groups, alleging that they were influencing agitation amongst forest encroachers. So recently there was unrest seen in the Kuki-dominated hills of Manipur. Now from this article you have to know about the SOO agreement, that is the suspension of operations agreement with tribal insurgent groups, and also Manipur's withdrawal from the agreement, what is the significance and what are the possible outcomes. Alright, with this we call it a wrap of today's edition of Headlines of the Day, the Indian Express. I hope you liked the video. You can also check out the daily current affairs section on our website for further details, and for more such videos, do stay tuned to the Next IAS YouTube channel.